So who cares? Why not do your own thing and let them say what they want?
What's up, guys, and welcome to another athletic clothing haul. Today we're going to be reviewing Do You Even clothing, which is another one of those Gymshark-esque clothing companies that I really like the look of on the models, but today we're going to be finding out, in a little bit different fashion than I usually do, if these products actually hold up in a real environment where not only am I working out, but I'm out in the middle of the wilderness on a hike in the elements, and was it comfortable? If the fit was nice, if we like the fabric, and I'm also going to be overlaying some footage of each hike that I took these outfits on. So this has a little bit of something for everyone. The people who just like to ogle me in the clothes, the people who are actually shopping, and those of you who actually want to take these clothes that you often see in pristine condition on Instagram models out and actually use them to sweat in, get dirty in, and work out in. So without further ado, let's jump into the first product, which is these olive side mesh side pocket leggings in size medium. Let me actually find out the true name, their true name. These are the side mesh leggings in olive medium. Yeah, it's basically what I said. So upon first inspection, you see that there is some mesh on the inside lip, and then on the outside it's got this like soft, almost microfiber feel. It's very thick, and therefore it's gonna hold you in a little bit better. I got medium because I wasn't sure exactly what size I should be getting in all of these things, and often I would rather have something that's a little bit bigger than something that I can't even fit into or review. Although I have been losing a ton of weight, it's still safer to go with medium, especially since a lot of the actual size charts say that I'm medium, but then when I get the product, as with Bombshell Sportswear, I find out that I am definitely not the size in the size charts for whatever reason. Maybe it's personal preference, but with the Bombshell Sportswear stuff, the large was way too big on me, and then it said that I should be an extra large, which they don't even carry, so some size charts are not to be trusted. That's all I have to say here. On the side, you have a mesh panel that you can kind of see through, but not really. When you're wearing it, it just kind of looks like it's a different color green. It doesn't really look like you're actually seeing part of your thigh. It has the pockets for any kind of smartphone on either side. It fits my smartphone, but this one is a little bit tight. I have an iPhone X or 10 or whatever, the big version, and every single one of these like side smartphone pockets have always fit the big size iPhone. So I think you're good unless you get that like Galaxy Note, I think it's called, that's like even bigger, that's like iPad size, like iPad mini size. I don't know anything about anything that isn't just my iPhone, and I could care less. It fits a normal sized phone is what I'm trying to say. Other than that, even though it was a little bit tight when I first put it on, I realized that the crotch was a little bit low to my liking. Now you guys know that you see me often in leggings pulled up my ass so far that I have camel toe in the front. I don't necessarily have a fatter than normal pussy, it's just that I like to wear things hiked up my ass so it makes my ass look better and holds me in properly. But with this, as I was hiking, it kept slipping down and giving me kind of like an airy crotch pouch as if I were a guy or wearing guys' pants that weren't necessarily meant to be high-rise. So I would say a medium is a little bit too big for me at this point, but these are very comfortable. In fact, I would go so far as to say that these are my favorite side pocket athletic leggings that I own, whether it's the Hollister ones or the really, really terrible Gymshark ones that I reviewed a few months back. These are definitely my favorite, and if I had them in a size small, I reckon I would like them even more. The hike that I took these on was initially supposed to be Turtlehead Peak, which is 2,000 feet of elevation. Very steep. I think you gain the elevation in like a mile and a half or something. It's a 5-mile out and back hike, but we stopped halfway through, went back and did some boulder climbing and some rock scrambling on some really cool sandstone rocks. It was really fun. The sunset was gorgeous up there on top of those rocks. I did a little bit of climbing in these and a lot of walking uphill and walking through dirt, and the whole time my only problem was that I was sagging in the crotch, which is something I didn't even really notice comfort-wise, but when I was taking pictures of myself and taking video, I'm like, oh, I've allowed this to slip down way under my belly button and my crotch is just kind of dangling there as if I have a penis. The reason that we turned back and didn't finish Turtlehead Peak was because, one, I'm very afraid of heights and it was getting very, very windy and also dark, so we would be descending down the mountain at a time when you probably couldn't see anything, and even though I do carry a flashlight in my pack, I wasn't willing to risk that and also not seeing any of the view because it was so dark. So the rock scrambling did the test. I really liked these. I wore these after to the gym and had no problems, and I would say these are definitely something that you would want to buy. Next outfit. The next outfit we have here is comprised of a top called the Impact Seamless Crop in black in large, so it actually fits my titties because it does look a little bit small, and most of the models look like they have a smaller chest when they're wearing it. And the Impact Seamless Leggings in black in medium, as I got all of the leggings. The leggings are comfortable, but the models that they use must have a crazy bigger ass than I do, or they're wearing it much higher than I do, because it did not make my ass look as nice as it made some of the girls' asses in the advertisements. I actually think these are one of the worst out of all of my Gymshark, out of all of my Bombshell sportswear for the way it shapes my ass. Something about it just makes my legs look a lot bigger and my ass look a lot smaller, which is the exact opposite effect I'm trying to go for, although they are comfortable. The top, however, it comes with inserts that I took out because I don't want some bulky ass fucking top. I already have titties, I don't need padding, but these, oh my god, this is supposed to be something that holds your tits up, really, when you're working out? This has gotta be for the smallest titty bitches. Not only did this cut in to my shoulder like a motherfucker and leave me with a rash, which was terrible, but every little movement I made, I had to pull it up so that my nipples weren't just popping out the top, and that was at the tightest strappage. So unless you have natural tits that sag down to your belly button, I don't think this would work out for anyone with a larger chest. And if you do any kind of impact stuff, which is funny because this is called the Impact Seamless, if you do any kind of impact running, jogging, even hiking, wearing a backpack, this is gonna cut into your shoulders, even if you don't have a heavy chest, because I don't really have a heavy chest, my tits are fake, and it's just not gonna be comfortable at all. So I hate this thing. It is only good as a crop top, which thankfully it's called the Impact Seamless Crop instead of sports bra. It sucked. The hike I took this set on was a 12-mile loop around the entirety of Red Rock Conservation Area, which was my hardest hike to date. Even though there wasn't that much elevation, I think there was 1,000 feet of elevation in the entire 12-mile loop. It turned out to be so fucking tiring. Oh my god, these were fine. I just wasn't looking as hot as I feel like I should have. I wasn't looking aesthetically pleasing, and I had to keep adjusting my top the entire time, which was fine as long as I had my jacket buttoned all the way up, which got annoying at a certain point because the jacket was also pushing on the shoulder straps that were driving me fucking crazy. And literally the only reason I'm even keeping that top is because I think it's been too long at this point, and I wanted to show it off in the video, and I'll just wear it as a crop top or something when I'm not doing any kind of workout. But 12 miles in that crop top was a little bit too much for me. Least favorite of the whole haul, for sure. Next, we have the Air Seamless long sleeve in charcoal in medium. I love this. I love all of these kinds of super tight synthetic fabric, very stretchy with, of course, the thumb holes. I love it. And my only problem with this is that the thumb holes actually give me a rash here. Out of all of my thumb hole outfits from Gymshark, from whatever the fuck else I have, I think there's some Bombshell sportswear ones. Yeah, there's definitely some Bombshell sportswear ones that have the thumb hole as well. That is the only one that chafes so bad I actually got a rash and had to take it off. In fact, the second hike I went in with this top, because I had to do 2 hikes because the first one I did with these, I forgot the memory card of my camera and couldn't get any footage of the hike. So the second hike, my hands actually ballooned up and I could barely close my fists. And I was wearing the thumb hole again because I wanted the entire experience on camera. And yeah, it ended up hurting pretty bad. I don't know if it was because I was dehydrated. It wasn't really that hot and I had drank a lot of water, so I can't imagine why I would be dehydrated. I think it was because it was cutting off circulation to my hand, and my elevated heart rate, plus that not allowing the blood to be able to circulate through my hand properly, probably led to the bloating of my hands. Feels really awful. It feels very dry and sticky and blah. Alongside that top though, we have the HyperFlex seamless leggings in plum purple in medium. These are my favorite leggings. Well, one of my favorite leggings so far out of all of the sets I've tried on out of any brand. I really like these. At first inspection, it feels kind of coarse. It doesn't feel like you would like this fabric very much, and I also thought I would need a larger size because of how thick the fabric is, but it fit me like a glove. It fit me perfectly, and it actually made me look a lot slimmer without slimming down my ass to the point where it looked like I had absolutely no ass. I enjoyed wearing this set, and I didn't mind that much that I had to do 2 hikes in a row with this set on because of how comfortable it was. The first hike we did was supposed to be a summit of some rock scrambly type areas. We ended up doing a 5-mile hike and we couldn't find the path to the summit. The second time, we went on an 8-mile biking trail. So basically that means it's like a mountain bike trail with a bunch of gravelly rocks, but there's no real rock scrambling and there's no summit. Not a lot of elevation, but it was 8 miles. So it was 8 miles to test these 2 products, and I was absolutely comfortable the entire time. I enjoyed wearing them. It wasn't so tight at the top of my waist that I felt like it was giving me a pudge below this constricted area. It was just very form-fitting, flattering, and I could even go a size smaller. And I don't feel like a size smaller would be as restrictive as the size smalls that are similar to this in the Seamless collection in Gymshark. I just really liked these. Very flattering, and the only problem I had was the thumb hole here. It was a little bit disappointing, so I can't really use the thumb holes. Also, with the medium size, on my forearms, you get like these Popeye bloated forearms. Not that my forearms actually got bloated, but there's so much extra fabric there. There's like so much leeway in the forearm, but then no leeway in the upper arm, and I'm not shaped, I don't know if you can tell, like Popeye, but this was definitely for someone who is shaped like Popeye. I really don't know why. Maybe it's just the coarseness of the fabric, but I don't know why. It just gives me a rash on my thumb area here and doesn't really pull on it or anything. It's just over time it starts to get uncomfortable, unlike a lot of other products that have the thumb hole. I do recommend both of these, especially if you have shorter arms or you go with a larger size and you don't mind the weird forearms. Maybe that's a defect in this one, I don't know. It held me in. I didn't have to wear a sports bra with it. It was way better than the crop that purportedly is supposed to work like a top for working out in the gym and stuff. If I had taken that top to the gym, I would have my titties flopping all over the place. But enjoyed these two, love these leggings, and I would recommend them. By the way, this is a good time before the very last set. I want to remind you guys that all of the links to all of these products are down in the description. This is in no way sponsored. They didn't even send me the products. I bought these with my own money. I would love to be sponsored by them though, but I think I would need a gigantic ass in order to do so, in order to look good in the Impact Seamless range. Other than that, let's move on to my favorite outfit of the whole haul, aesthetics-wise. And that's because it's pink! Ooh, I saw this on one of my favorite models of theirs and I was like, I need this outfit. Even though I don't usually like the baby pink, this is more of like a pink I like. It's a little bit darker of a pink with baby pink shorts underneath. But this I just got because it matched so well with the shorts, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see, as you can see probably, it is dirty. This is not something you should be taking on a hike. But this top is another one of those Air Seamless crop tops, but this time in small. And these are the Athletica running shorts in pastel pink. I love these. I just hit myself in the face with the actual drawstrings. That's how much I love these. Oh my god, they have a little pocket in the back, which is so cute. They have breathing holes here, which are basically just for aesthetics. And they have the undershorts, which are really stretchy shorts that kind of make it so that if it rides up or if it shows your ass, it's not actually gonna ride up or actually show your ass. I took these finally to the peak of Turtle Head, my highest elevation to date, and oh my god, that shit was scary. Holy shit, there were some places where I was on my ass coming down the entire time, just dragging my ass. I don't know if you can tell by the dirtiness of these shorts, but I was dragging my ass on rocks, and I did not get a single hole in these things at all. And there are some sharp ass rocks. I did put my thumbs in the thumb holes of these just to make sure it was the same situation. Less Popeye arms on the size small, fit me just as well, if not better, held me in properly. I was also wearing a sports bra underneath, but I don't think I needed to. And once again, the thumb holes did hurt my little in-between thumb flappy weenus thing, which sucks, but I'm still gonna be wearing it because I love it. Hopefully I can get, I don't even know where the stain, the black stain came from. There is a bunch of like either spray tan or just dirt from the rocks. But let me tell you guys, if you are ever in Las Vegas and you go to Red Rock, you have to check out Turtle Head Peak. Just be careful. There are some places where it is a legit 2,000 foot drop off and you will just die if you make any false moves. But do also remember that at the top of most of the peaks, any peak that has like an elevation of like 1,000 or more, there's usually gonna be a summit registry in which you can put your name in there, you can grab a snack from the box or put one in, and there's a bunch of really cute things. At the top of Turtle Head, there was like a card of a couple and it's like our first hike together, and it was the cutest thing ever. But Jay and I put our names in there. I got to bask at the beauty. So we're on top of Turtle Head Peak, which is crazy. This is the summit registry. It's got some like rations and things. Tara, Babcock. Oh god, I'm so scared, but this is really cool. You want me to write yours?
Sure.
No, you do it. You have to do it.
Okay.
Oh god. I'm sorry if the footage I get up here sucks ass. People put stickers and there's like a Nutri-Grain bar in there. And it says, our very first hike together, I love you, Vicky and Kyle. And then I came down and did a little rock scrambling and took a few fun pictures. But it was one of my favorite hikes to date, and I had no problem wearing shorts as long as I was keeping my feet and my head warm, even though it was less windy. And even when it was windy, I was warmer than Jay, who was wearing like a lot more clothes than me, a measurable amount more at least clothes than me. And I felt great, and I had my puffy in my backpack too, so I would have been fine. Scary hike, very comfortable outfit. Love these shorts. These shorts will ride up your ass, and then you'll have like a really nice looking ass. I would venture to say that even though these are kind of loose and kind of flowy, they'll make your ass, once they've ridden up your ass, which can be uncomfortable when you're hiking, I'm not gonna lie, but I prefer a little bit of aesthetic to the detriment of a little bit of my comfort sometimes. But it's gonna make your ass look way nicer, way more bubbly than that fucking Impact Seamless does, at least for me. The Impact Seamless wasn't great on my body type. I don't know. Definitely downplayed my curves in a way that I didn't find flattering. So this is my favorite set just for the fact that it's so Terra. I just hope to be able to clean it every time I ruin it to this amount, because it's quite dirty, like everywhere. I need to wash all of this. Second or first for comfort was the purple leggings. Fucking love those. Very flattering. Nice construction, and all of these products have nice construction. I didn't have any flaws in the seams or anything like that. It was all very comfortable and I enjoyed it. However, my least favorite is, of course, the Impact Seamless, because it's just not flattering, not for big boobed girls. Didn't look like it looked on the models. Maybe one day I'll have a body where it looks that good on me, but I reckon, I keep saying I reckon like I'm a fucking redneck or something. Not that there's anything wrong with being a redneck. I surmise that at some point I will like the way that I look in them, but it will still downplay my curves to an extent, unless maybe I'm supposed to have a bigger size. I did notice that a lot of the models on the website wear what looks to be kind of a size too big for them. Like they have to roll down the top, or there's a lot of flaring in the butt crack. So maybe I just need to wear a size bigger so that I can just like pull it into my asshole, because I wasn't able to get the part that's supposed to hold up your butt actually on the bottom of my butt. I thought it was supposed to be for the top of my thigh, and that's also how it fit on me, so I don't know. Maybe my ass and legs are too big and I need to go for a large in that one, and then maybe a small or a medium in the purple ones. Who knows? All I know is that I like this brand, I like this company, and I would buy from them again. Not everything is gonna be 100% perfect or to my exact liking, preferences, and body type, but I would recommend all of these products in terms of construction. They're very high quality. They have different feels, slightly at least, to a lot of the fabrics that I've encountered in Gymshark. They don't have like that really thin, really stretchy fabric. So keep that in mind when you're buying, that if you're gonna buy something really, really tight in Gymshark, you might wanna size up for Do You Even? And have I even said the name of the company the entire time? I don't know. This is Do You Even. Links down in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more hiking stuff, and please do check out my Halloween special 2-part series if you haven't seen it yet and you do wanna see more hiking content, because that is the best of the best, and it doesn't have to be Halloween for you to enjoy it. It's kind of just a mockumentary of us hiking and making up dangers, and also some actual dangers that we encountered. I would appreciate it if you take a look at that one and everything else that I've been recording and pre-recording. I now have like 2 days before my vacation, 3 days before my vacation, and I'm so excited. This is pre-recorded, but do let me know what you think about this haul and what you think about the footage of me hiking, and if you like these little reviews of my hikes. I'm so glad that I finally finished Turtlehead Peak, because it was bothering me. Like the 4 hikes I had in between attempting Turtlehead Peak and finally doing it, it was bothering the fuck out of me. I was thinking like, will I ever be able to summit this thing? Will I ever be able to summit anything? It's a relatively small mountain. I mean, it's not small. The elevation is 6,017 or 6,300 or something like that above sea level, but I'm so afraid of heights that there are always gonna be little places where my heart is pounding, and I had a legit panic attack when I was on the ridge coming up on the summit, and then I just kind of was like, I have to do this, and I did it, and finally all of that stress that I was feeling in the back of my mind, all the doubt of me being able to do it was done, and I was able to actually look at the view and reach the summit registration, which is really cool. It's kind of like an IRL quest that you would get in like an open world game or something, which is totally up my fucking alley and gamifies hiking even more for me. All right, no more rambling. I will see you guys in the next video. I love you, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye. Mwah!